This is where we stayed for the night. Pretty decent place. And now we have to go from here towards Baga Beach. The aim for today is to reach Panji if possible. The only problem is we have two big forts, Aguada and Rees Magos. So if we cover that, we may be late and not reach Panji. But yeah, we hope to reach Panji for today and accelerate our trip a bit. Kayaking happens in the Baga River. So if you want to kayak, this seems like a good place. Walking alongside the Baga River in the morning is a very good experience. And if you come from Anjuna, you will have to cross that bridge to get to Baga Beach. That's the parking, and there is a beach. And since today is Mahashivratri, you have this temple all decked up, and chants of prayers are going on. So that is the entire stretch is Baga. From Baga you have Kalangut, Kandolim, then Sinkulim in the end. But this stretch is a Baga beach, as the board suggests, and the water from this sea goes to goes inside basically, and that becomes Baga River, which we crossed right now. So this is the Baga beach, and the best part about this is that when most of us say that we are going to Goa, Baga or Kalangut is the place we are talking about. So this becomes what we call today's Goa, but now people are exploring a little more. Baga is famous for water sports, all kinds of water sports including parasailing and things like that. The entire stretch is lined with shacks, and along with Kalangut, this is the famous stretch of Goa. It's not even 8 o'clock and the crowd at Baga is so much. I mean, comparing to the other beaches at the same time. And people are, kind of placing the monopods and keeping the mobile and shooting reels. Someone is recording someone. I seriously don't know how they get that confidence from. This is the end of Baga Beach, and you can see the beach levels are almost getting nullified. The incline is being kind of straightened out, and hence in Kalangut you can go and swim in the water, but again I don't think it's for that far. Kalangut also has water sports, and we'll reach Kalangut exactly at that boat point. If you see this man over here, he's wearing somewhat red or pink, some mixture of that sort, and a white shirt, and he has a DSLR. You will find a lot of these people on the beach. They are here to take your photos, professional photos, and yeah, I think they have some sort of uniform which is provided by the Goa Tourism Board or Development Corporation, JTDC, and that's why you can identify them, and probably it means if you wear that uniform you are certified to be on the beach and take photos. So next time you're here, you want to take photos. But nowadays what people do is they like just grab a stranger and tell, hey, just click my picture. And yesterday when we went to Chapura Fort, we had a few demands. यहाँ ऊपर से लो, ये से नीचे से लो, ऐसे लो. So people do that, and everyone has a phone, so no one is much interested in DSLR. But let me tell you, DSLR has, that camera has its own print, and you can definitely cherish your photos longer. The photos you take from the phone are basically just stored in a computer, or just look at it for a while and then forget about it. But these people give you prints, and that hard copy stays, I would say, forever. So I did speak to one of these professionals, and yes, the costume is provided, not the costume, the uniform is provided by Goa Tourism, or at least the color scheme, it's followed by the Goa Tourism. One photo will cost you 50 rupees, and after the click you will get the photo in 10 minutes, a hard copy. The time is 8:15 and you can see the crowd. One more thing which I have to say is that you get something called as dolphin show boat tours from here, from Kalangut and Kandolim. They take you to the high seas, and then they spot the place where you get dolphins. They go around our area, show you all the dolphin jumping thing, and they get you back. On average, the entire thing takes 1 hour. And if you want to do that, you have to pay 750 rupees. That is if you're 4 people. And if you're a couple, you need to pay 2,800 rupees. So that's how it goes. It's a private boat, so it's not a shared boat. So the boat will be for yourself. That mountain over there is where Baga started, the Baga beach. And this mountain over there is where Agoda Fort is, so that's where we have to go. So we have probably walked almost half the way. We have now entered the Kandolim beach. This is the northernmost point of the Kandolim beach. Here again there's no crowd. Can't even imagine, just a kilometer back in Kalangut, the main Kalangut area, there were like 1,000 people. This is the main Kandolim beach area, fully lined with shacks, and the water comes to this point where there's a certain raise that is made. Water, beach, shack. Water, beach, shack. We are like walking for almost little over 2 hours, and all we can see is water, beach, shack. That is the Sinquerim beach, and you can see the bastion of the fort, Agoda Fort. The entire thing is Agoda Fort, and that's Sinquerim beach. Here behind you had Kandolim, then you had Kalangut, then you had Baga. I can't even see the, yeah, I can see from naked eye the hill over there. That's where we came from, and this hill is where we are going to. So we are almost at the fort. The circular thing which you see is a bastion of the fort, which continues till here. The only problem is On that side you have the Taj property, so I'm not sure how much of this path we can go towards the other side. Let's see. But now we are very hungry because we have walked like 8 kilometers in like 2.5 hours. Walking on a beach is not all easy, but since we are doing the entire coastal thing, we have to go from here. That is the steps to this stretch, and this is the steps to where we are having breakfast. After a good breakfast and a chill beer, we are on the way to the fort. This place is called Tony's. It's actually a small beautiful restaurant, very nice place to sit around and have a beer or eat. That's where our restaurant was. That over there is a Taj property. This is the way to the Robbers Cave, but this is closed and this guy is not allowing us. And he said if you want to go, you have to call the police station and get permission. So our trip ends here and we have to go back the other way to the fort. Unsuccessful attempt at taking a shortcut and hiking through the mountains and going to the Robbers Cave. Now the time is almost 12, and if you want to go, you have to go to the fort, the top, and then come down from there, which is a long cut. So since we weren't able to go to Aguada Fort, we have stopped for the day at around 12:30. So after our good big break till 4 p.m, we are now heading to the jetty of Panji. From there we'll take a jetty to Panji if we reach there. So we had a good time. That place was very beautiful. It's some place where you can definitely spend a lot of time. Path which we have to go is behind, but the path which we are going is a little opposite, because there's a stretch of road which goes within the river, and there we can get a good drone shot. So that's where we're headed. This is a shortcut which I was talking about, and this directly goes to the bridge which connects Kandolim and Nerul of Goa. The water level is very low, And also you have this kind of wall which is going besides the road so that the water won't come, but as of now the water is very low. And over here also I can't see any water, but probably during a high tide there is some water. But this road is actually what I thought, looking at Google satellite map, is that this is very hard road to traverse, because both the sides showed grass and it may have been covered with water, but it's not what I saw. It's very simple, straight road towards the bridge. That is a drone over there. See that? We'll hit it. Eureka, success. We reached the road which will take us to the jetty of Panji. Walking on the road is not that easy than I thought. On the beach you don't have much people, you definitely don't have vehicles, so it becomes a little more easier to walk, but the sand makes it harder. On the road you have flat road, the surface is flat, but then you have a lot of traffic, and that becomes a little difficult. But I think if you take both tar road and beach, the speed will be a little higher for walking on the road. Walking and more walking, and then finding hotel room. So this is the Mandvi river, and that is a casino boat. We have to go somewhere there, take a boat to Panji and find for a hotel room. So that is what we have to do now. Some beautiful villas over here, and this is where we are going to stay for the night. Joey's place, if we get a good deal, that is. So this is the room of Joey's place. Not that big, but sufficient enough for 3 people to sleep. There's a balcony over here, and then there's a washroom. It's an AC room with sufficient amount of cupboard space, chair, table, and this is a small balcony. So today we thought of reaching Panji, which we didn't. It's 1.5 kilometers from here. We did call 3 to 4 hotels in Panji, and they all said they are full. So we don't want to take the risk of taking the jetty over there and then coming to know that there's no room. So we stopped over here, and again the body needs to rest. So this is the 3rd day of the walk, and we have covered till Panji, and hopefully another 5-6 days we plan to complete the entire stretch. See you tomorrow.